Hi everyone, we are live on YouTube now. I would like to welcome you to another live talk show of Wisdom Within Season 2. It's 7 p.m. here at Universitas Advent Indonesia. We are so excited that you are viewing with us. Together we will talk about life issues that we are dealing with. It is going to be a really meaningful time. And for your information, we live stream the show for future viewing. In case you cannot join the whole session of this episode, you can play back the show and discover great things from our talk this evening. In this second season, we'll be launching 9 episodes, serving you all with compelling topics to talk about. My panel in every episode will college students from philosophy faculty. We value your participation to this program, so please use the chat features to share your comments or to let us know where you are from. All right, without further ado, let's meet the panel of the show. I would like to invite all the 4 guest panelists in.
Hello, good evening for all of us. Thank you for the time is given to me this evening. First of all, I would like to thank you to moderator, give me this opportunity. Okay, right now I'm gonna introduce myself. My full name is Serlius Arianto Kotalandu. You can call me Yanto. I come from Sumba. I am a philosophy student. My hobby is like to reading books and also watching some video to relax my time. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Serilius. Nice to know you. Next is Mr. Suryadi.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Shuryadi. You can call Shurya. I live Sukabumi. I am philosophy student. I am married. I have one son. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Suryadi. Next is I would like to Marcelo to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Marcelo Laricalciane. You can call me Cello. I'm from Ambon. My hobby is football. I am a philosophy student. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marcelo. And the last is Budi Heriono. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. My name is Bude Riono. I am from Malang. I live in Bandung. My hobby is swimming. Thank you.
Thank you, Budi Heriono. Once again, I'm so thrilled to have you all in this second episode of Wisdom Within. In this episode, we'll be talking about bullying. Our panelists are going to share with us their thoughts and notions about bullying. As we know, no one wants to be bullied. Sadly speaking, there are so many bullies around us. There are ample studies that have been done to find the factors that cause bullying. Before we go deeper into preventions, let's learn the types of bullying first. Cerilius, would you share with us what are actually the types of bullying? The time is yours.
Okay, this evening I'm gonna sharing about the types of bullying, and the second one is why do we need to know the types of bullying? So if you're talking about bullying is an issue that happens everywhere around this world. So it means every day we always see person bully their friends, another person that looks weaker. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening I'm gonna share with you some types of bullying. Bullying is aggressive behavior that is intentional and that involves an imbalance of power and strength. Typically, it is repeated over time in our daily life. A child who is being bullied has hard time defending him or herself. Bullying can make many forms, such hitting, punching, physically bullying, teasing or name calling, verbal bullying, intimidation using gestures, or social exclusion, nonverbal bullying, or emotional bullying, and sending insulting message by email, cyberbullying. So there are some reasons why the people bully their friends or the people around them. The first one is people bully because others do it. The second one, people bully because it makes them feel smarter, stronger, or better than person being bullied. And the third one is people bully because they want to be accepted by a certain group. And the last one, people bully because it keeps them from being bullied. Okay, next time we are gonna learn. I'm gonna explain about cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is a bullying that takes over digital device like cell phones, computers, and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through text and apps or online in social media, forums, or gaming, wherever they can view participating in and share content. So it happens so many places, the bullying. Cyberbullying includes sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else that they hated. So cyberbullying always happen around us. As a student right now, we are facing this cyberbullying. Okay, the second one about bullying in workplace. For example, if I'm working in a place, especially in this UNE as a lead of the office, usually I see the people bullying the others people because they didn't finish their job goodly, and the other side, there are some reason they bullied their friends in workplace. So the work environment enforce the people employees work with their attitudes and behavior. Workplace could become very mentally, the first one. The second one is could be emotionally. And the third one is could be physically challenging, especially in coworkers or supervisors. It is related to the attitudes and behavior. All right. Okay, this behavior could be constitute workplace bullying. This is happen in our life right now. So the third one I'm gonna explain is here bullying harassment. A bully is someone who is overbearing, a cruel. The aim of bullying is to cause embarrassment and humiliation in the subject. Okay, often a bully is someone who is bigger and stronger in some way and who harass those who are smaller and weaker. Harassment is systematically then bothering someone to the point where the environment becomes dangerous in some way. Okay? Bullying harassment is aimed at intimidation and a desire to dominate for some reason. Even in its non-physical forms, all right? Bullying harassment is meant to intimidate and terrorize the victim, saying the rude and harmful things habitually. Classmates and coworkers against their friends. For example, if they didn't agree with their opinion, their suggestion, so they are going to bully their friends to accept their opinion. Okay, the next one is direct and indirect bullying. Direct bullying is different from indirect bullying. As a direct enforced direct contact with one being bullied. As an example of direct bullying would be throwing something to a person, okay? Can be punching, like I said before, and yelling hurtful words to them. But in direct bullying, you say something, for example, like messaging to him and saying bad words to him, so it's gonna impact his mentality to be down. That's the indirect bullying. Okay, the reason why we need to know about the types of bullying, when later on we face the same problem like bullying, when we see the person around us being bullied, we can be awareness, we can be avoid that type of bullying. So this is the reason why we need to know that the bullying. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Cerilius. It's clear to us now all the types of bullying. There is much more to know. Parents and teachers should be aware of these types because bullying mostly happen at home and school. I wonder, does bullying also occur in churches? What do you think, Woody? You can share with us about that, and the time is yours.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I will explain how bullying in the church. The church is holy place where worship to praise God, study His word. Already in this church, it's also a place where we hold fellowship. Events, for example, child blessing weddings and others. But beyond all that, there is one thing that happened that often see in the church. It's that is bullying someone. Often people intimidate others from the way they dress, from the way they sing, from the way they dress, and even when a pastor places, he forces his sermon on the people he has involved before. But especially in my village or in my church, I personally have not seen people who intimidate others. Yes, by I have heard that have been incited in some churches that intimidate them because of the number of hugs. For example, one person gave a lot of checks and the other said that he is very nice. Yes, but such socialists once upon a time there was a widow gave a small title and the other, and there were also people who gave very less title. When a widow gave a small title, they look down a widow because he gives a little. But this pastor or servant who says something very to people likes to give a lot of the thing he says. The widow who gives a little is greater than what you guys give the point. And on the other hand, the reason why this pastor said that his widow gave greater in the church than people who gave in land. Number was in reality because this widow gave everything she had, including he had words as the maid. He said only part of what they had and did not. Give in other words, there was intimidation from this old man on this widow. From time there has been intimidation in all churches. As people look down on poor people, look down on a pastor, even other pastor make a defensive sermon on gods, or just to judge someone. Is this guilty in form of the court? And this is what often happens in our church today with about making fun of our neighbor because of the way he talks, the way he dresses, the way he gives something, and so on. This is the bullying that often happens in the church today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Budi. Well, bullying definitely also happens in church, a place we considered to be peaceful and serene. Thank you, Budi, for opening our minds. It's a reminder for us to introspect ourselves and identify whether we are among the bullies at church. We live in an era of technology where we spend a lot of time in cyberspace. Let's talk about how technology affects school bullying. Mr. Suryadi, what's your take one for this? The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Okay, I will explain how technology affects school bullying. According to meditation, technology is a gift of God. After the gift of life, it is purpose the greatest of God's gift. It is the mother of celebration of arts and of science. Okay, technology has made studying life easier. Technology aids studying expression. Studying can ask much more than just pen and paper to express. Templates for prison where they live London. They can ask software, take my present and projects. Okay. This makes them more interested in the subject and leads to better retention of information. With technology aids, they can make easy to remember notes and a creative presentation of the information they have created. Okay, it won't be wrong to say that application of technology has made a student life easy. It is easier for students to carry upon or table than carrying big pet books to school. Okay, an iPad is less broken than a people of networks or an ebook rather much later and a book. Somehow, beside the good impacts of technology there is also some bad impacts of the technology itself. Okay, technology can be then push our life to the other body or bullying others. Have these problem things that impacts of the technology of school bullying. Okay, bullying in school is hardly a new problem, but in today connected world, it doesn't like unseen world that has no technology. Face to face, understand incidents. One's compete to the school year. Have moved to the cheaper school year. Children and 10 are using technology to target on another. They take social media outlets so as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube and turn them into powerful endorsement to tourist perception. Constatics estimates there's 160,000 students miss school every day due to fear of attack or intimidation by other students. Other high publication statistics note that 56% of students have personally witnessed some type of bullying at school. Okay. 15% of all school absenteeism is directly related to fears of being bullied at school. 71 of students report incidents of bullying as a problem at their school. 282,000 students are officially accepted in school during school each month. While national law against the cyberbullying exists, many studies are putting in cyberbullying law into effect. Yet, while many schools around the world might have anti-bullying policies in place as a result of those laws, many lack actual strategies, tactics, and process to address these growing problem. Okay. Technology has presented new challenges and combating bullying in school. Truth call phone and social media. A student can bully another from outside the classroom. This makes it hard for the patient to expect the harmful language from their peers. Additionally, through message boards and instant messaging, a student can remain anonymous while bullying, eliminating accountability, and giving the bully power over and peace. As technology continues to infiltrate our daily lives, it becomes more important to teach children how to deal with bullying and resolve conflicts without violence. By teaching them to talk it out, work it out, and write it out, bullying victims will hopefully have and talks to go to an adult when they feel dismissed by another individual. Yes. In the last their decisions, technology has revolutionized teen life. Unlike years ago, they have information at their fingertips and connected to people worldwide in a matter of seconds. What's more, kids have embraced technology and are often more skilled at using it than adults in their life. This technology adventures have some wonderful benefits for academics and social system as well as drawbacks. Not all. Things as technology how it as interneted, nor do they always have proper digital etiquette. Some have implicit and as another tool for bullying. Thank you, Jessica.
Well, thank you, Mr. Suryadi. We have to be more careful using our social media. Don't share everything in our socials, and there are things that we have to keep them privately. We have talked about bullying types as well as the circumstances and places where bullying occurs. Now let's go down into preventions. Do you think we can prevent bullying from happening? Marcelo, what are your thoughts on this? The time is yours.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My topic is church awareness about bullying. What can be done? There will never be a complete cure for bullying and cyberbullying behavior. However, with continuous focus, energy, and commitment, there can be successful management. There can be of all forms of bullying, with significant minimization of the number of victims. By teaching them to talk it out while it out and what it out bullying, victims will hopefully have the choice to go to an adult. They feel victimized by another individual. What can we do to prevent such bullying? Here of my suggestion, fight bullying with the power of prayer. The most common targets of church bullies are the pastor and church staff. I encourage everyone in vocational ministry of tax hamlet for people to pray for them daily. Encourage members of church, family, friends, co-workers, bullies then to back down when confronted by strong people in the place where we live. We just need more strong people in our area. Be willing to exercise church discipline. Church discipline is a choice. Bullies need to know there are consequences for their actions, and church discipline may be one of them. If a healthy process to put the disqualified process in church, bullies often are able to pass around less qualified people who have found themselves in position of leadership. There shall be a spiritual and strategical designated process to cause and recruit people for key leadership positions. Dealing with bullying. It can be difficult to deal with bullying. However, since bullying is behavior aimed at causing someone who appears weak and then imitate him or her further, there are some techniques that can help stave off bullies. Showing that pastor indicates confidence and my more someone's likely hope being a target. Making a contact can also communicate that you are not vulnerable. Avoid isolated areas. Try to stay in public areas where there are likely to be witnesses, especially authority figures to the bullying behavior. Keep friends around. Many bullies are not incident in picking someone who has a support system. You have to be with your friends so that you are not alone and avoid of being bullied. Run away, this can be difficult, especially for children. However, it is better to leave this situation than to face or against with a bully's demons. Tell an authority figures. Children should be taught to notify authority figures of bullying behavior. This can be good move since it will bring the bully to the attention of those who can keep an eye on things. You will need to show that you are willing to listen to your child and that you will take him or her seriously. Try not to judge and that your child tactics to hit helm or have effort become a target. If her or she is a target, let someone know about the problem. You can try to approach. The parents of the bully, but they might not be willing to hear the truth. It is important talks that your items to talk to a bully's parents do not end up in conflict. In the end, the best thing to do is to work with other parents and teachers to help show those in the school that bullying is not something that will be tolerated. This can nip the problem in the bud as long as everyone makes own effort to stop bullying. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marcelo, for sharing with us how to prevent bullying from happening. It's not easy anyway, but we can start within ourselves. Let the wisdom within us works on us to be able to distinguish what is appropriate to do and what is not. So we come up with this moment. This is the moment that we have been waiting for. We are going to have further discussion among us about all the topics you have shared. I have a bullying story. I will switch my on my screen for you all to read the story. Here is the story, and let me read it for you. Okay. So when I was in secondary school, there were 4 of my classmates who used to make fun of my body posture. To get them to stop mocking me, I attacked them back by mocking their physical taunts. I did this to protect myself from bullies. So if I see another person being bullied, then I will attack that person back. I grew up being grumpy and hating ridicule. I feel that I'm just becoming like them. But is it wrong if I bully people who like to bully others? What's your advice for me? So I would like to ask from Marcelo, what is your advice for these cases?
Okay. Uh, for the for those of you who like to bully, please stop the actions that harm other people's mental. What if you were in their position? Surely you don't like it, right? Let's give happiness to our neighbor by stopping bullying. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marcelo. How about Cerilius? Can you give some advice for these cases?
Okay, thank you, Jessica. All right, I have an experience when I was in high school. I was being bullied by my friends. The reason why they bullied me because I have a tiny body. I every day being bullied by my friends. They told me, "Oh, Yanto, you have a tiny body. You will never be a fat one day." So from then on, I feel like something bad to me. I didn't have any self confidence. All right. So they always say the bad things to me every time they meet me. This is myself is like make my self confidence to be down. But I wanting to tell you guys, if you bully others people, the first thing you gotta think in your mind is you have to you have to be an example for the other people. I see the reason why people bully their friends is because, like I told before, they feel they are like smarter, and also they are like have a big body, and the other side they are like to be accepted in another group. So my advice to the bully is don't ever bully someone before you feel exactly what they felt. So you have to uh, appreciate whoever they are. Don't ever bully them because they are stupid. No, if you don't know exactly what they feel on time, don't bully them, right? Because you don't know what they feel when you bully. It can be when they hear about your bully, they can be suicide. You don't know what's going on. From now on, just be yourself. Just whatever you face right now, isn't even though the problem, even though being bullied right now, like I was, you gotta have the good mentality. I want to give some like story. I read a story regarding about lion mentality. When the lions see his like the animal, the first thing comes in its mind is lunch, right? This is the mentality we have to apply in our mind. When we see, even though a bully come to us, we gotta stay stronger, and also we have to face it. Don't ever hate them back. Just give a smile. Maybe it's really hard, but uh, my way is when people bully me, I just smile at them. Yeah, in my heart, just yeah. It's up to you. It's up to you. That's all from me. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you, Cyrillus, for the good advice for these cases. Yeah. And next, I would like to ask Mr. Suryadi to give advice for these cases.
In my opinion, bullying in prom should be stopped. Okay, thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Suryadi. And the last is Budi Heriono. Can you give us advice for this story? Bullying story, I mean.
I do not my story in a bully because I am everyone so every is a bullying. Jadi I am not a story of bullying.
Okay, thank you, Budi. Well, that's your advice for these cases. I will stop share. Okay. So thank you for participating in the discussion. Now let's proceed to key and answer session. We have received some questions from our viewers. I hope each one of you can contribute answers to every question. So the first question is, if a person likes to bully other people, does it mean that the person came from a failed parenting style? Anyone can answer this question?
Could you please repeat the question, Jessica?
Okay, I will repeat once again. If a person likes to bully other people, does it mean that the person came from a failed parenting style?
Okay, I'm gonna try to answer this question. So, like our lesson before, that it teach that bully happen around us, right? So many people bully their friends to get what they want. For example, to make something to be funny time. So the other side, like I told you before, that bullying is for those who didn't have any uh, for example, I'm gonna give an example. So before I was receiving a calling from my mother, so she told me that she was getting being angry by family around them because my mother didn't agree with their opinion, right? So the other side, my mother just kept silent, and she told me just keep silent, and then she cried. So the people on that village bully for example, the people around them, because they gonna rush those people to follow their opinion, right? So it means people will always bully their friends if they didn't feel exactly what their target felt. Okay, thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you, Cyrilius. Marcelo, regarding the question that I already asked the audience, could you please answer? I will repeat the question. If a person likes to bully other people, does it mean that the person came from failed parenting style?
Okay. Uh, as long as I did not doing something wrong today, I will be the winner. I have caught for you when you are able to smile to the person who hurt you. That's what you make sure that you are at the better than him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marcelo. For the question number 2, I would like to ask Mr. Suryadi. This is the question from our audience or our viewers. Has the teaching in the church changed so that bullies exist in the church? Okay, I think Mr. Suryadi still prepared the answer. I will ask Woody. Woody, has the teaching in the church changed so that bullies exist in the church?
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. I'm sorry for interrupt. Okay, like Budi presented before, that there's a bully in charge, right? As a pastor, what we have to do? I have a friend in Sumba. He's a young pastor. When the time he see the members are bullying one another, the only thing he did is just just keep silent. So the other side, as a leader, the first thing we have to do is we gotta be an example for those around us. When our members in charge see our example, our good attitude, good character, it means they are gonna see, oh, my leader is a good person, I gotta follow him. This is the first one. So if you being involved in those bully the other people, for example, it's totally wrong. So the first thing you have to do is you gotta be an example wherever you are, whatever your condition right now, your background and your lifestyle, you gotta be an example. As a leader, we all are leader everywhere. As long as you think like in a groups, for example, in in our church, in everywhere, we gotta be an example for those who around us. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you, Cyrilius, for answering the viewer's question. Now, for the next question is how to be mentally stable to face the bullies. Marcelo, can you answer this question? How to be mentally stable to face the bullies? Marcelo, hello. You can answer this question.
No, no have answer. Do not understand.
Okay. I would like to hear the answer from Mr. Suryadi. Okay, Serilius, maybe you can answer this question.
All right. The question before, how to have a mentality to face the bullying. Well, you know, like I said before, as an example of the story of the lion's mentality, is the bully always think that their self is like smarter and also like have a bigger body. So the other side, if you, like Marcelo told us before, when you are able to smile to the person who hurt you, that's when you make sure you are better than him. So it means when the people bully you, the thing that you have to do is avoid them, right? Just avoid, just to go somewhere so you didn't face them. So the another side is, if the people bully you, just give them like good just for example, if they need your help the next time when they're asking help from you, just help them, doing good things to them. And as the time goes around, they will realize, wow, this person is a good person, I have to stop to bully him. So it means if the people bully you, don't ever like attack them back. Is doing something good for them, showing a good example, even though you are in suffering, right? But as long as you give your good character for them, they will change as the time goes around. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Serilius. Okay, for the next question here, I love bullying and I can't stop bullying. What should I do? I would like to ask Budi. Can you answer this question? Hello?
Can repeat the question?
Okay, I think Budi should prepare his question, his answer. I mean, Marcelo, could you please answer this question? I will repeat the question once again. I love bullying and I can't stop bullying. What should I do?
Okay. Just come to get to God and pray. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay, nice answer. Well, um, the next question is how to help those who have traumatic experience from being bullied. Mr. Suryadi, could you please answer these questions? I will repeat the question once again. How to help those who have traumatic experience from being bullied?
I know, Jessica.
Okay, it's okay. Maybe Cerilius can help to answer this question.
Okay. I like said a story before. I was like, when I see the people around me bully someone else, I feel like trauma. I remember my experience before, my past. So, the thing that I do first is to be more better. Like, so if the people around you bully you, just be better person, right? Just be the better example. You gotta give a good example around you. So when the bully see your good example, they will came to the time that they realize to stop bullying. So if you have any trauma like being bullied before, the thing that you have to do increase your acknowledgement, your mentality, everything that you have to be the best version of yourself, right? The key is you have to be the best version of yourself. No, you don't care about your past. Forget the events of the past, but you gotta remember the lesson of the past. So when you have a good posture, like acknowledge, you will not bully someone else because you've been felt that before. That's from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cerilius. For the next questions, let's say that I am a pastor in a church. What should I do if I see my members bully one another? Mr. Suryadi, can you answer these questions? Okay, Budi maybe can answer these questions.
Uh,
Okay, I will repeat the questions. Wait a minute. Let's say that I am a pastor in a church. What should I do if I see my members bully one another?
uh, my, I can answer. We invite now more about God, so that they have strong faith, so that He will not bullying someone again.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your answer? Put closer your mic to your mouth so we can hear. Okay, maybe Marcelo can help to answer these questions. I will repeat the question, yeah. Let's say that I am a pastor in a church. What should I do if I see my members bully one another?
Okay. Give personal advice to those who like a bully. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcelo. Next question. I would like to ask Cerilius to answer this question. How can I control myself when I see a person that always put limitation on me?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Okay, how can I for example, if the people put limitation on you, what should I do? So I take this quote from Joe Onston as an international speaker. He said that distance yourself from the people that put limitation on you, right? So it means the other side, if the people bully you, like I said before, they didn't know exactly what you feel right now. But if you just keep didn't distance with those people who always bully you, you go to somewhere that to find new friends that uh, that can encourage one of you. For those who likes to bully, that how to control ourselves, that to the people that always put a limitation to us is like our lesson before that, it is we have to be patient. We have to be patient, or the other side, if we have the like opportunity to help them, just go and help them, right? So don't ever like I told before, don't ever doing bad things to them, saying back bad things to them. It is gonna working. It is according to my experience before. So if people always bully me when I was in school, but the other side, when they need my help, I will go to their home and help them. That's gonna change their their attitude. Okay, thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you, Serilius, for answering this question. So thank you for you all for answering the questions from our viewers. I hope they can understand and they can satisfied with your answers. Well, we would like to ask each of our speakers to give their closing statement before we end the show. I would like to start from Marcelo.
Uh, from Serilius first.
Okay, Serilius first.
Okay, my closing statement regarding bullying is be the best version of yourself. So when you doing good things in a life, this is my father's advice to me. When I getting bullied, he always reminds me that you have to be a good person wherever you are, whatever they say to you. Just like you have to just be the good example, right? So the thing that I remember is if the people bully you, you gotta doing the good things. This is all according to my experience. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Serilius. Next is Mr. Suryadi, sorry. Mr. Suryadi, could you please give us the closing statement?
Thank you aja lah. No closing statement, Jessica. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Suryadi. And next, I would like to ask Budi Heriono. Could you please give us the closing statement?
Okay, a statement is what must be cut down is egoism and hearted. What must be sharpened is solidarity and concern. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Budi. The last is Marcelo.
For each other. Okay, stop bullying. Let's do what's best for each other, because also don't like being bullied. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay, thank you for all the speakers that have given us the closing statement. Finally, we have come to the end of our show. To all panelists, I would like to personally thank each one of you for your time and contributions. I really appreciate your time and contribution to make this happen. To all our viewers, thank you for viewing this episode. Stay blessed and healthy. Bye-bye.
Bye.